Here's our Blue Lake green beans. You see some coming in there. Haven't really got any beans just as of yet, but we had a little situation. We sprayed neem oil on here, and Blue Lake, I don't think it likes it. So we're trying to slowly revive it. I had to pull off all of these leaves off. And see, it's just coming right off. So I had to replenish some fertilizer in there and try to get it nice and green. The top leaves though, they look nice and healthy. And here is our Blue Lake. And we were just noticing, you guys, look, first sight of green beans. How exciting. I was totally doing the happy dance. There's a baby one coming through. See two of them right there. And then you come over to the other plant. You see another one right there. How exciting. Some bell peppers here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and these are the red, but they haven't turned red yet. But that plant is doing awesome. Some Anaheim chilies here. We have 1 that's hiding, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we have another one here. 6, 7, 8, and then one crazy one, 9. One small one, 10. Another one here, 11. And then, one back here. 13, 14, 15. I think that's it on that one. 15. That is the Anaheim chili. I have 15 Anaheim chili. Sorry about this. The serrano pepper plant struggled to grow in the beginning of the season until I topped it off by pruning the top. Now it's thriving, so I'm a true believer now in topping off your pepper plants. It really made a difference in my experience this season. This is a perfect time to show you guys the roses that I inherited. I am so relieved that these are actually coming back to life. I mean, I was a little bit worried there. They didn't look so well once I transplanted them. These again are the rose bushes that I inherited from Onita's father, who's no longer with us. He's left a gift for us to view every single day. First time ever caring for really like roses. I have one rose bush that I'll show you, but these just mean so much that I didn't want to blow this, you know what I mean? So I had to look up how to take care of roses, fertilize them, feed them, water them. And this one here, it looks like he just bought this one. And this is Maria stem. They are so fragrant. I I can smell them. And then this one is the white rose. I don't know the name of it, but I can't wait for it to bloom. And I believe this one here is also the white rose as well. And I don't know what that's gonna be. We'll see. Some strawberries. Look at that.
Nice and pretty.
Nice and pretty. It is, what's today? July 5th. And we have some cherry tomatoes that need to be harvested. Wow. These are doing really good. They're liking its home here in how we strung this up. They're really taking off. Have a beefsteak here. Tomatoes aren't all the way yet ready, but they're growing so fast. And here's the one that I had a cutting of. And look, it's just boom. There you go. And the bowl's right there. Yay! You see the ones at the bottom there, Mom? Here's another one. We have been harvesting off of these juicy and sweet cherry tomatoes since June. Super happy with growing them one stem or two that had grown a second stem. Pruning them drastically really made their vines strong, and it prevented them from having any type of disease, and it's easier to keep an eye for pests and easier to harvest. This tomato here was a cutting of a sucker directly into soil, and it actually took well. And this cutting here is from the Roma. I placed cutting directly into water and produced roots before placing it into soil. This one I grew from a cutting from the beefsteak I just showed you. And look, it's producing flowers and it just shot up. So that one's really happy. Okay, so here is my Roma tomato plant. The foliage is not looking so nice and green. I've been spraying, fertilizing, and giving it more nitrogen, but it just still looks blah. However, it's still producing delicious tomatoes for us this season, so we'll just go with it.
Alright, G, go for that one that you were looking at way down below. How's that one look? Big. Take that. There you go.
Good job, Mom.
Good job. I think that's it, maybe.
So, Queen G and Mom are... Wow, look at this. That's a lot of cherry tomatoes and Roma tomatoes. This year is my very first time attempting to grow sweet corn. I've been growing them in this huge 40+ gallon storage container. We've been watching tassels and silks forming. Side note for those who follow our weekly vlogs, my mom, aka Queen G, used to grow hundreds of corn as a little girl on the Navajo reservation. The football field size area on our homeland still remains till this day, where once she watered each stalk by hand. I think that is another reason why I take great pride in growing. Helping pollinate. Do you see the silks in there? Do you see them? Right here, look.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where a corn is growing.
The head of the corn.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. This one's all dried up. It's okay, don't worry about it, because they'll still
Yep.
good.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
still good.
Oh, yeah. How many of these did you have, Mom? 200, 100 in your field? Huh?
Oh, we had a lot of them. A mile long.
Oh, my gosh. And look at, there's a baby corn right there. You can probably fill that one.
Oh, it's tiny. Oh, just leave this one alone.
Yeah,
Still a
how
baby.
cute. You like the corn, huh, Mom? Several.
There's one over there. One behind it.
There's so 3 there.
There. There's a 4th one going right there.
It's almost like hide and go seek. Oh, look, and a baby one that's growing in between there.
We got some more that are coming up here yet. And hopefully that flower will.
Jay went ahead and used a little strap.
Oh, you want to harvest this one?
Yeah.
Alright. Take that off. See, I had the strap around it and it grew.
Look, Mom. That's gonna be in our salad tonight.
Wow, it's heavy too. It's loaded with goodies.
Loaded with goodies.
And it still has a prickle.
Yep, almost like a pickle, huh? The bottom leaves had begun to turn yellow, so I cut those back and gave it more nitrogen fertilizer. So the new growth seems to look a little bit better. It's so cool to come out here in the middle of the morning and just check out what you have and what grew overnight. It's just amazing what Mother Nature can do for us. Look at this cucumber. Isn't she gorgeous? Just gorgeous. We got some more flowers there, and there. And there. It's pretty. I decided to plant another burpless cucumber plant. Since we've been enjoying salads a lot lately, this plant, oh my goodness, in a 7-gallon smart pot, it just took off. It has been giving us a lot, I mean a lot of cucumbers.
There you go. Same size.
Nice. Cucumber. Remember my carrots that I started from seeds? Well, here it is. It seems we got a lot, I mean a lot of carrots in this one. I think this is probably like a 10-gallon pot that I grew them in, and I cannot wait to harvest these. It's my first time growing carrots this season, so it's pretty amazing to see how they grow and just learn all about it. It's definitely something that I'm going to be keeping in my garden for the seasons to come.
What the big hair do?
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Over here.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Oh, I pulled up. Actually, I pulled up two.
Nice. Interesting how they grow. So there's all of our lettuce that Jay harvests. We've been eating a lot of lettuce. Good job. You guys, this is my green zucchini plant. Look at it. I was thinking about calling it Bertha. I don't know. Okay, just let me tell you how proud I am of Big Bertha producing all kinds of zucchinis thus far. So many. Here is Big Bertha. She's doing wonderful. She has another flower there. Here's Bertha's sister. Remember her? She's been growing steadily and producing as well. But not as many as Bertha, but she's doing enough. She's doing good. I purchased a Dixie summer squash plant that actually had 2 in one cell at the time of purchase, so bonus there, 2 for 1, right? I divided them up and placed one here, and it seems to like its spot, but no squash yet. Here's the other one. The other summer squash I planted in my last 18-gallon pot here, and it seems it's doing really well here. By George, we got a summer squash. How exciting! The little things that make me happy. Okay, these are the salad mix, and I'm actually letting them bolt so I can get the seeds. That way I can plant them again because we really enjoyed these. Oh my gosh, you guys, these gave so much salad. It's unreal. I'm really glad that I grabbed this. I think I got this at one of our local hardware stores. These are starting to flower, so it's not going to be too long until I can grab the seeds from those. We've been harvesting a lot on this, and then it started to almost bolt, so I had to trim it way back, so now it's getting new growth. This actually came from one of the runners off my strawberry plant, and it broke off, but I wanted to see if I can save it, so I just stuck it in this planter here. So far it looks like it's surviving. Crossing my fingers. This is our first time growing watermelon, like ever. I've decided to grow it vertically up the trellis here. It's incredible how fast its vines grow daily. It's like every day I come out here, I just don't know what to expect. But so far, everything seems like it's liking its place, it's liking the trellis, and it's just neat to come out here and see just like how much did it grow overnight. It's crazy, but I'm really having a lot of fun with this watermelon. Here are my carrots. I potted these in May 3rd, and then those didn't take, and then now I started again on June 4th. All I have so far out of 8 seeds is looking like maybe 1, and then there was 1 right here, 2. So I don't know. Here is the cantaloupe. Now it started on seed not too long ago, and it looks like I got 3, so I'm gonna take out, I don't know, 1 or maybe 2 and just leave 1 in there. But that one there is for Queen G, my mom, because she loves cantaloupe. Here are some of my little propagations going on. Succulents, bogenia, and petunia cuttings. Just a lot of fun up here. If you have been following my channel, you saw that I had a big variety collection of succulents, but recently I removed the picnic table and downsized the collection, mostly due to all the pests and spider mites that took over, but I've been spraying these with neem oil and getting back to reviving these beauties. So I'm going to plant that, and then these ones I'm going to plant around the grapefruit tree here. So I have that project out, and I've been kind of spraying around here, making it nice and moist. Here is a hydrangea. This is the one that I inherited. Look, it really doing really well. Starting to regain its strength and the lush leaves. There's some new growth in there. Super excited. I took some cuttings and I placed them in water along my windowsill, so we'll see if that works. But I have to deadhead some of these. They had gorgeous blooms. I didn't catch it in time, but to show you guys. But yeah, I need to deadhead that. But I'm super excited that it's doing well. It's liking its new home. This really took off after I trimmed it. First time it has produced fruit. Is this on its second year? Here's some more. I cannot wait until this matures even more, produces more fruit. And then behind. This kept on, the wind kept pushing it over, so we had to put this behind it just to make sure it doesn't fall over anymore. Over here, I had propagated some geraniums. This is the pink geranium here, the one that you saw underneath the lemon tree. And then this cutting is from the red geranium that I propagated from a cutting, and they're doing just perfect. And over here, I don't know if you guys remember, we used to have 5 or 6 wax bean plants. Well, because of the moles, if you've seen my other videos, we had some problems with some moles, and he came underneath there, and so I just placed a board here for right now. And I placed my cauliflower that I had started from seed. I have 3. I'm having some issues with something eating it, so I've been putting neem oil, and it seems that it has stopped. It's starting to grow again really fast in the last week, ever since we placed neem oil on there. So I then planted some more seeds for more wax beans, so hopefully these will come in here shortly. Be perfect weather for the summertime. Then we have another jasmine plant here. I like to keep it a little bit shorter. And again, right in July, this is the perfect time where you can smell the fragrance. Oh, it smells so good. DIY bird bath, some more calla lilies that I received in a bouquet that I just planted, primroses towards the bottom there, and recently planted snapdragons in the back. Really taking off really fast. And then my seeds from the Elysiums, I planted one there, and then another one here, right underneath my inherited nectarine plant. It seems like it's doing well. Again, I cannot wait until that matures and gives fruit. Our jasmine plant that you can totally smell, well, not right now because we had to trim all these hedges around, but you can just smell the jasmine from the windows when I open them up. Oh, it smells so good. Nice and sweet. Now this is a red geranium plant I've had since 2006. One of my clients, when I used to do her hair, as I went to cosmetology school way back then, gifted me this red geranium plant, and just recently I took cuttings and propagated, and I placed them down here, so they're doing really good. Here is our lemon tree. It's kind of not in a perfect round. It's kind of odd right now, only because we had an issue earlier. If you guys saw my vlogs, it was tilting that way, and then we had to straighten it up again. And until then, we're just kind to let it bloom out a little bit, because I had just had so many buds. I mean, as you can see, we have a lot of lemons on here. This tree is over, I don't know, about 30 years old, I think it is. And it just keeps producing and producing, and I keep trimming and trimming. And I like to leave lemons out for our neighbors, so I got my customers. But anyways, yeah, beautiful lemon tree. I have another geranium here. I've had this forever. This was actually my mother-in-law's. And I need to get a new pot. I need to repot it. But it's loving its place here. And I just have a few succulents there. My rosemary, I love this thing. Love cooking chicken with it. Man, this really took off. I keep cutting it back, keep cutting it back. It just smells delicious. These mums are from about 4 years ago, 3 years ago. You can tell with the weathering pot. I need to repot these, but they keep coming back, and as you can see, there's buds. They're ready to bloom. Got a palm tree here. We're thinking about maybe giving this one away and keeping this one. I don't know. We have to still think about that. Okay, so here is it's supposed to be a floral, a wild type of flower bush, and the one I saw at the nursery, it was like half the size, and it had some flowers, like these periwinkle, really pretty flowers, and it's massive in here, but it's never bloomed, not once. But I like it. I don't know. I like it as an evergreen, and I just keep it nice and trimmed. It just works. It works for this particular space that I like. Now it's an experiment. It's a watermelon. We had no other place to put it. So Jay and I said, well, let's just stick it right here because there's no grass right here. If it does well, it does well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But at least it has room to grow. You know what I mean? So we're just going to use our soil in the ground right there. Gardening is truly my most happiest place to be.